Alright, down here with my daughter Sydney. Got a small button buck. This is just the back half soaking in ash water, and the doe I shot up north with a flintlock. My plan is to take that deer, make a whole buckskin. Just take the hair off, get it all nice and smooth, and just have a big hide. And Sydney's going to do some projects with this button buck skin. I'm going to show her how to start pulling hair, and we're going to slip hair the rest of the evening and then get to fleshing if we have time. Alright, so I'm going to show Sydney what to do here. This buckskin soaked in ash water, and that's been soaking for a while. It just pulls right out. What has it been, a week?
Yeah.
So you literally just take the fleshing knife and just pull the hair out. The hair will come right out, just like that. By soaking it in that ash water, what that did was loosened all the fibers up so that the hair slips right out. So I'm just going to work the hide all the way around until I get all the hair out of it. Look at that, just coming right out. It's been soaking for a week and a half. One thing I did not do was I did not flush it ahead of time. Last one I flushed it ahead of time. This one I did not. So there's kind of got a little rank because it's got some meat on the inside yet. But I think it'll all clean up fine. There it is. I gotta clean it up a little better, but this is the part of the buckskin off the button buck. So I'm gonna finish flushing it here. Get the underneath the edge there. There you go. Okay, watch your things coming off there. Pull this down and get that hooked. You want to push this against here, you're getting your coat all in that junk. Alright. There you go. That girl. Well, that's about all I'm going to get done for tonight. That's the back haunches off the button buck. That cleaned up really nice. But I fleshed it twice. This one here, I just got it dehaired and went over it briefly. It's going to need a good going over tomorrow yet, but what a mess. Now I got to wipe things down and clean up. Alright, so here we have a scraped hide. I just scraped the last of the junk off of it. It's pretty thin at places. We're going to go get some boards and tie the stripes, put holes in the edges. There's a bullet hole. We're going to stretch it out so that it can dry. Alright, so I got the four corners tied up. Sydney's cutting strings. I'm going to keep poking holes, and I'll probably put some screw heads here just so I have something easy to tie to. I'll get it stretched out. So I'm just made a frame here out of some 2x pieces. Honestly, I don't really know the best way to tie them up. I'm just using pieces of nylon string. Got to poke holes in the hide with a utility blade. It's cannot believe how tough this stuff is. How tough this hide is. I'm tying them ahead of time like this. Now, I want that to be stretched up. Looks pretty good, kid. Got some holes there we're going to work around, but I think you can make projects with that. I told her she could make things with this one. Well, there's my big hide. So here it is all dried out here in the basement. I have it next to the wood stove. Go ahead and take it off the form. It's pretty wild. I want to add the brain to it. Trimmed off all these edges just because they're odd shaped and hard. It'll be hard to get this softened up. So there's our piece of leather. I put the brain in there and use my hands and mix the brain up with water, probably about 50%. Now I'm just going to fold this hide up. Keep the mess in the bucket. You're getting that brain and water onto the hide, which will hydrate it and soften it right back up. It goes from like a paper consistency to like a wet cardboard consistency.
So we're having chili and quesadillas. Can we eat and then you guys come up and eat when you want?
Yeah, we can come up in probably half an hour if that's alright.
Okay. I know Cody's hungry and I'm pretty.
See that there? Starting to soak in. I'm trying to rehydrate that skin. Alright, so now I mixed that brain matter in, and it's been kind of drying. It's getting tacky, and I'm just working over the end of my fleshing beam here, stretching these fibers apart. You watching right here? There, do you see them turning white? You're just stretching them fibers out. You won't tear it. This stuff is so tough that you can stretch it different directions. Now I'm starting to break the sweat. Basically, as it's drying, you're trying to keep these fibers from bonding back together. You're wanting to stretch things. That's all you're doing. There's the old bullet hole. There you go. Pull. Get the edges, get everything. You got to keep pulling it apart. Yep. We use these two handles on the kids' tools to stretch it around in a donut and make it into a ring and stretch it and get some of the fibers to break apart. How's it looking, Sid? Hold it up. Stretch it out so it's kind of straight. I know it's kind of hard to do. Flip it over. There you go. Pretty cool. Buckskin, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's kind of an odd shape there from stretching, but there it is. As you can tell, it's nice and soft.